Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here. I see a lot of you have already joined the session. So Anagini, Meha, Anubrat, Praveen, Banashri, Nishi, Dipankar, Vidya, Aarti. So welcome to the session Shilpi, Sugita. Okay. Good evening all of you. So in between one of you were asking me that, see today we had a live session at 4 p.m. So the live session, those who have missed it out can watch it on YouTube. So that is about the 60-day study plan that you should follow to crack the SBI PO examination. So do check out the video if you have not, because Rohit would have discussed good strategy that you can use to prepare for the upcoming SBI PO examination. And also the study plan would be up in your portal by now. It should be there, so you can check that, you can follow that. A lot of you had requested also, right, for the study plan for the SBI PO. That's already there in the portal. So follow that, and I'm sure all of you will be able to do well in the SBI PO examination that you're preparing for. Okay, so let us start. Today we are going to be doing quantitative refresher, and we are going to be looking at questions that has been asked in the last week mock examinations, that is the All India mock examination, and also the daily tests, which were questions which were challenging. So that's what we are going to be discussing today. So I think we'll start. Yes, any new students in today's session? Yeah, Sukata says it's there. Yes, so start preparing. See, 60 days is a very good time to have at least try to spend 5 hours a day for your preparation. I'm sure that should be good enough for your preparation. Yes, with the current time that is available, like you have solid 2 months with you, 5 to 6 hours a day would be a very good time to allot. Shiva, we had the live session for reasoning this week on Wednesday. We had it on Wednesday. I'm sure the archive would be up by now or should be up by tonight. You can check back to the archive if you missed it. Yes, Nishi says the study plan is not there in the portal. Okay, let me just check from my end as well. If it is not there, it will be updated very soon. Yes, I think it should be there. Anyway, I'll check. It is available. See, it is available. That's what. When I checked, it was there. Harshad says it is available. Okay, so let us start with the session. Let us look at the first question for today's session. The first few questions for today's session I've chosen from the last week All India mock examination that was conducted. And then we will move on to questions that were challenging in the daily test last week. Nishi, see whatever is given in the portal, right? Stick to that. Yes, Rohit would have shown a similar plan only. Let me check what plan Rohit showed, but you can stick to whatever is given in the portal. Yes, so let us look at this. See, I think in the session they would have mentioned the general topics that you will have to focus on, correct? They would not have given you a day-wise split in the session. I have not seen the session, but I'll anyway get back and see if there is, if I feel that the study plan shown in the session is definitely much more better, we will share that as well with you. But I feel in the session generally it would have been a general discussion where general strategies would have been discussed, generally what topics to be followed would have been discussed. I'll anyways check and get back to you on that, Nishi. Yes, a businessman marked, the first question is there on your screen. A businessman marked the price of his goods 40% more than his cost price. He then sells 1/4 of his stocks at a discount of 20% and half of the stock at marked price. Is it buffering? Are you guys able to... before we start, is there any buffering issues, guys? Are you all able to see the video clearly, or is there, yeah, I think it's fine. Everybody, okay, it's fine, yeah. A lot of you are giving me the answers also. So Lakshman is there today. Okay. Half of the stock at the marked price and the rest at a discount of 60%. Find the gain percentage. So whenever such questions come, the easier way, okay, no, it's not buffering, great, no, in between my team wanted to check on that. Okay, thank you so much. So here, see, to solve this question, the best way to do it would be to take in values, right? Assume that actual cost price of the goods is 100 rupees and then try to solve. When you do it this way, the calculations become easier. Instead of taking, if the cost price is X rupees, the marked price is X into 140 by 100. Instead of that, here they have just asked you for the gain percentage. So consider that the cost price is 100 and solve. So what is given here? A businessman marked the price of goods 40% more than the cost price. So 40% more means, what is the marked price? See, if the actual cost of the articles was 100 rupees, the marked price was 140. That because he has marked the goods at 40% more than the cost price. Now what is he doing? He is selling 1/4 of his stock at a discount of 20%. So now in this, so this is the marked price of these goods. Out of these goods, 1/4 of the goods he is selling it at a discount of 20%. So 1/4 goods, what is he doing? Which is actually costing, how much is the actual marked price of these 1/4 goods? It is nothing but 1/4 into 140, correct? He is selling this for a discount of 20%. That means he is selling it for 80% of its marked price, correct? Discount of 20% means 80% of the marked price. So this is the price at which he is selling 1/4 of the goods. Now then what is he doing? He is selling half of the stock at the marked price. So half of the stocks, right? Half of the goods he is selling it for marked price means, what is the marked price of half of the goods? 140 divided by 2. So he is selling it for that rupees only, that amount only, 140 by 2. Now see how much has he sold till now? He has sold 1/4 of the goods and half of the goods. So how much is remaining? The remaining 1/4 of the goods is there. See, if the total goods I take it as 1, right? 1/4 he is selling it for 20% discount, half he is selling it at the marked price, and the remaining 1/4, right? That he is selling at a discount of 16%. So this 1/4 of again 140, right? That is the marked price. So 1/4 of this he is selling it at a discount of 20%, or I can say he is selling it at 40% of its value, right? So basically I have tried to find out what is the selling price of the full goods, right? Each part of the good he is selling it at different prices. So just calculate this and find it out. That's all. See, again here, if you take 80 by 100 as 4/5, calculations become easier. So you get 1/4 of the goods he is selling it for 140 by 5, or he is selling it for 28 rupees. Here he is selling half of the goods for 140 by 2, or that is 70 rupees. Here what is he doing? He is selling 1/4 of the goods at 40% of its value. So again you can cancel out here. So he is selling it for 14 rupees. So his total selling price is nothing but 70 plus 28 plus 14. So what is his total selling price? His total selling price is equal to 28 plus 70 plus 14, that is equal to 112. So goods which are actually worth 100 rupees, he is finally selling it for 112 rupees. What is his profit percentage? His profit percentage is 12%. That is option D. Okay, so this is how you solve this question. So only thing, see, don't write each and every step like how I have written. Since I am explaining, I am writing all this for you. You can you needn't write these steps. Just write only the steps that are required, like these steps that are required, and find out the answer. Also here, if you convert these percentages into fractions, calculations become easier. Yes, this particular question, that's what you need to do. And most importantly, take values, right? Don't take X and cost price as X and try to solve. If you put in values, it will become easier to solve. Hi Selvi, hi Priya, welcome to the session. So let's look at the next question. Good evening Neeraj. So this question again was part of the last week All India mock examination, and I think, I don't remember the name of the student, one of you had posted this question in the forum as well. How 1/4 of 140. See, 1/4 of 140. Okay, let me just get back. Anand has a small doubt. Anand, it is given that he is selling 1/4 of the goods at 20% discount. See, 100% of the goods, right, is costing 100, that is marked price is 140. So 1/4 of that. Actually, what is the marked price of 1/4 of the goods? That is nothing but 1/4 into 140. Goods worth so much, right? Goods worth 1/4 into 140. How much is he selling it for? He is selling it for a 20% discount, or he is selling it for 80% of its value. So that's how I have written that. Okay. Those discounts are applied on the that is because Vidya, if you see in the question, what have they said? See, they first very clearly say that a businessman marked the price of his goods by 40%. Okay, so that is the marked price. Then he is giving a discount. So where is he giving the discount? He is not giving the discount on in the cost price, right? He is giving the discount in the marked price. So that's why we have taken like this. I hope it is clear. And again coming to, hi Rashmi, okay, again coming to the speed max test, like somebody said you are not able to find the speed max test. See, all the speed max test has been enabled under the topic speed max, like Anubrat just mentioned. Please refer there, and all the daily tests are also available. You can just go to the practice test section, right? There is a separate tab there called as daily test. Click on the daily test. There if you type in, like let's say daily test DT, okay, DT underscore, just type in the date that you are looking at. If it is today 01, okay, or if it is today 04, type that and you will get the tests that has been published for the day 04/05/2018. Harsha, it has been split and put, right, like the speed max test from each type. So it has been split and put there that way. See, we are also planning to increase the number of tests that is provided there in SpeedMax. That will be done soon. You will be intimated if that is up. Okay, it might take some time, but that is in work in progress. But currently you have all the tests made available there. Yes. So Neeraj says the answer for this question is option A. Pooja says the answer for this question is option D. How 20%? Sonju, if you are new to the session, see, 20% discount on something accounts to 80% of the value of the good, okay, or whatever article that you are selling. So refer back to the basics of percentage, I mean profit, loss and discounts. It will be more clear to you. Okay, so how do you solve this question? See, again, questions on time and work, you can follow either the normal method that we use, that is the unitary method, or you can use the LCM method. So which method do you want me to use? You guys tell me. Again, if you ask me, I would say that this question I find the LCM method to be easier, or shall I discuss both the methods? I feel that the LCM method is much easier here again, because calculations become very easy when you do LCM method. Okay, I'll do the LCM method first. If you want me to explain the unitary method also, please tell me. We will do the LCM first, followed by the unitary method. What is given here? Tap P can fill a tank in 20 hours. Tap Q can fill a tank in 25 hours. And tap R can empty the tank in 30 hours. So this pipe is doing negative work. Okay, yeah, everybody is saying LCM method. Chalo, LCM method has got maximum vote. So I am going to go with LCM method. Yes, yeah. So here, what is the LCM of 20, 25 and 30? See, there are 3 taps who are working. Each of them take different times to fill the tank. So you have to take the LCM of these 3 numbers. Yes. So what is the LCM of 20, 25 and 30? LCM of 20, 25 and 30, that is equal to 300. So I can assume that the total capacity of the tank is 300 units, right? That is the total capacity of the tank. Now, what is P doing? P, okay, pipe P in 1 hour, how much work will it do? How much units is it filling? If I say the total capacity of the tank is 300 units, the pipe P, okay, in 1 hour it will fill 300 divided by 20, or I can say it is filling 15 units. Okay, now because it is given pipe P is totally taking 20 hours. Similarly, pipe Q in 1 hour, how much units will it fill? Out of this 300 units, it is taking 25 hours to fill. So in 1 hour, pipe Q will fill 300 divided by 25, or it will fill 12 units. Pipe R, in 1 hour, how much will it fill? In 1 hour, it is emptying actually, correct? Pipe R is an emptying pipe. So in 30 hours, it will empty the full tank, or in 30 hours, it can empty 300 units. So in 1 hour, how many units will it empty? 300 divided by 30, or that is equal to 10 units, right? It is emptying 10 units. Now what is given in the question? Starting with P followed by Q and R, each tap opens alternatively for 1 hour period till the tank gets filled up completely. In how many hours the tank will be filled up completely? So what is happening? For the first 1 hour, pipe P is working, okay? It is filling 15 units. For the next 1 hour, pipe Q is working, it is filling 12 units. For the third hour, pipe R is working and it is emptying 10 units. So what can I say? For every 3 hours, okay? For every 3 hours, how many units is being filled? For the first hour, 15 units is being filled. For the second hour, 12 units is being filled, and in the third hour, 10 units is being emptied, or totally 17 units, right, is being filled net in 3 hours, okay? Totally how many units should be filled? We have to fill 300 units. Okay, so at this point what you do is, see, don't do 300 by 17 and all right now. See, best way to do it is like this. See, what is 17 into 17? 17 into 17 is 289. We all know this, correct? So what can I say? See, every 3 hours 17 units is being filled. So how many hours will be required to fill 289 units? I will need 17 into 3, that is equal to 51 hours to fill 289 units. Isn't that so? See, one thing you have to keep in mind here is that there is an emptying pipe also here, right? So what I am doing is, LCM, there are 300 units. Now out of this, every 3 hours 17 units is being filled. So if I have to fill 289, that is, I am finding out which is the closest multiple of 17 near to 300. I know it is 289 because 17 into 17 is 289. To fill this 289 units, how many hours are required? See here, 17. What does the 17 represent? The 70, that is, every 3 hours 17 units is filled. Like that, 17 times it has to happen. Or how many hours are there? 17 into 3, that is 51 hours are there totally. So in 51 hours, 289 units is filled. Now how many units are remaining to be filled? You have 300 minus 289, or that is equal to 11 units remaining to be filled. So now this set, for every 3 hours, P, Q, R works, right? Fourth hour who will work? P will work. Again Q, again R. For the next 3 hours, PQR, right? Again, P, it will start with P. Basically, it's a cycle, correct? PQR, PQR, like that, right? It's a cycle. So, once a cycle is complete, the next person who is going to start working is P. So, once this 289 units is complete, right? That is a cycle, correct? Once that cycle is done, the next person who is going to start working is P. So, how many units should P fill now? P has to fill 11 units. We know in 1 hour, P will fill 15 units. So, how long will P take to fill 11 units? It will take 11 by 15 hours to fill 11 units. So, in what time will the tank be full? The tank will be full in 51 plus 11 by 15 hours, or that is equal to 51 11 by 15 hours, which is option D. Okay. So, this is how you solve this question. So, I hope it is clear. See, this part, till this part, I am sure it is clear to all of you. For every 3 hours, 17 units is being filled. Okay, I have to totally fill 300 units. See, remember here there is an emptying pipe also which we use. So, what I did was, I tried to find out the closest multiple of 17 near 300, which is 289. So, this basically, why am I trying to find this out? Because this 289 units refers to one cycle, right? These are all complete cycles, 3 hours, pipes working, first 3 pipes, right? That is PQR works for 3 hours, for the next 3 hours, and so on. Like this, 17 sets have happened. So, at the end, 289 units are filled. Like there is one full cycle. I am taking these cycles. Okay. So, what I did was, every 3 hours 17 units is being filled. So, I took the closest multiple of 17 near 300 so as to find out where I can get a full cycle. So, 289 units, right? Till then full cycles are happening. P works, Q works, R works. P works, Q works, R works. Then after this 289 units, you have only 11 units to be filled. So, which is the pipe that is open? The pipe that is open here is pipe P. So, pipe P in 1 hour can do 15 units, or in 11 units can be filled in 11 by 15 hours. So, that is how you get this answer. Now the same question, if you do it using unitary method, this is how you approach it. See, in 1 hour, one pipe is doing 1 by 20th, the other pipe in 1 hour is doing 1 by 25th, and the third pipe in 1 hour is doing 1 by 30th. So net put together, all these 3 pipes put together, in 3 hours how much work will be completed? 17 by 300. This much work is completed in 3 hours. Okay, see, same method only and same idea only, but here you use fractions like this, that's all. So 17 by 300 of the work is completed in 3 hours. Again, which is the closest multiple? See, if I do 17 into 17 by 300, right? So every 3 hours 17 out of 300 is being filled. So again, in how many hours can I fill 289 out of 300? Again, you will arrive at the same concept here, what we did here, right? In how many hours will this be done? It has to be done in 17 into 3 or 51 hours. Okay, same concept to be followed. Since here fractions were not involved, it is more easier to understand. Okay, here also you do the same way. So here 289 out of 300. To do that, again you need 51 hours. So remaining how much is there? You have 11 by 300. So just check how much, pipe P will take how long to do this 11 by 300. We know pipe P in 1 hour does 1 by 20th. Check for that. That's all. Okay? Yes. So I hope it is clear. Let us look at the next question. I suggest for this, if you use the LCM method, the idea would be more clear to you, because there is this set of 3 hours. So if you use that, I felt it would be more easier. I leave it to you, like whichever method you are comfortable with, please follow that. You can't do it that way, Shiva, because that won't come true, because there is an emptying pipe also. If there was no emptying pipe, it's fine, but there is an emptying pipe. So there is negative work also one pipe does, right? And if you take in slots like 3 hours slots, then next slot which pipe is working, that is very important. Shiva, I hope it is clear. Yes, so okay, Anand's doubt Divya has cleared. Next question is there on your screen. This is on approximations. So whenever you have, see, these questions on approximations are mark scoring questions, and the way in which you calculate these questions is very, very important. Okay, whenever such questions come on percentages, try to split and add. Okay, split and merge. Use that method. That would really help you arrive at the answer faster. Okay, and lot of calculations, please do it in your mind. Do not write down steps. See here what is given, 59.88% of 2399 minus 17.99% of 3599 plus is equal to question mark plus so much. So I am going to approximate all this, right? I am going to take it as 60%, okay? See, 60 by 100 of 2400 minus here 17.99, you can take it as 18, right? 18% of 3600 is equal to x plus, here it is again 18% of 180. So you can take it like this. Now what is 60% of 2400? See, what is 50% of 2400? 50% of 2400 is 1200. What is 10% of 2400? 240. So what is 60% of 2400? 1200 plus 240, or that is equal to 1440. See, such things, right? 60% of 2400, you should be able to write it in one step. Either split it like this and write, okay? Like how I said, see, the 60%, I take it as 50% plus 10%. So 50% of 2400 is 1200, 10% of 2400 is 240. Add these two, you get 1440. Now you should not be writing it like this, you should do it in your mind. Either do it that way. For this one, you can actually cut it out like this also and do, you will still arrive at 1440. But generally, whenever percentages come, the split and merge will really help. Now look at this one, okay. See, minus 18% of 3600. See, if you cancel it out here, you will have to do 18 into 36. Instead of that, the other way in which you can do is, see, what is 18%? 18% is nothing but 20% minus 2%, correct? What is 20% of 3600? See, what is 10% of 3600? 360. 20% of 3600? 720, correct? So, what is 18%? It is nothing but 720 minus 2%. Now, what is 1% of 3600? 1% is 36, right? What is 2%? 72. So, what you have to do, you just have to do 720 minus 72. That is going to be your 18%. Okay, you can do it that way. So, 20%, I hope it is clear. See, 10% is 360. 10% of 3600 is 360. So, 20% is 720. Now, 1% of 3600 is 36. So, 2% is 36 into 2 or 72. So, 18% is nothing but 720 minus 72, that is equal to 648. Again, this is equal to x into x plus, here you know 18% of 180. So, that you can easily do. You know what is 18 into 18? We all know that it is 324. So, 32.4, or I can say x is equal to 1440 minus 650. Again, here you can approximate, minus 30. So, 1440 minus 680. That is the answer that we are looking at, or that is equal to 760 approximately. Answer is option C. Is it 760 or 670? Why are you all giving me 144? Okay, I think you are, okay, you are giving me these values, yeah. 1440 minus 760, yes. Okay. So, that is the answer for the question. Now, let us look at the next one. Next question. 340, again this is also an approximation. Give me the answer for this one. Vijay says it's 136. Okay, D. Dipankar also got 136. Good. So, here again what is given? 3400 divided by 67 point, so that is 68, okay, into 136 into 10 divided by 500, right? I am bringing this 499 to this side, that is equal to question mark or x. Okay. Now, here see what is 34 into 2? 34 into 2 is 68, correct? So, 34 into 2 is 68, means this is nothing but 100 by 2, or I can take this is 50, right? See, these when such numbers come, you should just note these numbers 34 and 68. You know 34 into 2 is 68. So, immediately you can say, so this will be 100 by 2. All these, if you know, if you do this step, then it is very easy to solve, right? Cancel out everything. This 5 will also get cancelled. What is your answer? 136. This answer you should get it in less than 5 seconds. That's all is required. Only the time that you might take to write it down like this, that's all will be required to solve the question. Okay, 136, that is option D. But this should like 33,400 by 68, right? 34 and 68. Look at the numbers 34 and 68. If you see that, it's very easy. Next question. Yes, everybody is getting that. So, this question again was part of the last week's All India mock examination. This is the question on data interpretation that was asked in the paper. How many of you attempted this question in the examination? I felt the quant section in last week's examination, it was a lot of calculations involved in the paper. lot of calculations need to be done. In the sense, there were 2 or 3 sets from data interpretation. Okay, Ashok says he didn't attempt this. Okay. Okay, Neeraj also says not me. Okay, everybody has skipped this question, huh? Why is that? Okay, skipped. Okay, anyway, let's try it out today. Yeah, so Vijay says he skipped it, but he solved it later. So what is given here in this question? The ratio of wine and water, wine to water in 5 cans is given below. Okay, so here you have wine is to water is in the ratio 7:3. That is, you have containers, right? P, Q, see P, Q, R, S and T. Ratio of wine and water is given. Assume that units shown represent the ratio of wine to water. First question. The volume of wine in can P is 140 liters and the volume of wine in can P is 50 liters more than the volume of wine in can Q. Similarly, with respect to R, they have given. Now, what are they asking? See, if I am mixing the wine and water in cans P, Q and R, what will be the ratio of wine to water in the new mixture? Selvi, there were all the sections were there. Actually, you have to submit one section, Selvi. If you submit a section and finish it, then the next section will appear because you have section wise timings, no, in the AIMs. All the sections were there. So here we have to consider, see, there is wine and there is water and we have 3 containers, okay, P, Q and R. That is what is going to be considered on this question. What is given here? The volume of wine in can P is 140 liters, okay. So what is the ratio of wine and water in can P? See, wine and water in can P, right? Wine is to water is in the ratio 7:3, okay. Now if I say that wine is 140 liters, then how much water has to be there? See, it's very easy, right? See, if the actual wine is 7x, right? If I take it as 7x and actual water as 3x, I know that 7x is 140, right? Or x is 20. So how much water will be there? 3 into 20, that is 60 liters of water will be there. Correct. Now, next what is given? So, 140 liters of wine means how much water should be there? See, the final ratio has to be 7:3. So, there has to be 60 liters. Then only you will get the same ratio 7:3. Next, then what is given? 140 liters and the volume of wine in can P is 50 liters more than the volume of wine in can Q. So, how much wine is there in can Q? 140 minus 50, right? They have very clearly said that can P has 50 liters more wine than can Q. So, how much wine is there in can Q? 140 minus 50 or 90 liters of wine is there in can Q. Now, if 90 liters of wine is there in can Q, how much water is there in can Q? See, water and wine are in the ratio 9:5 in can Q. Now, if you take the actual values, right, of wine and water in the can Q as 9x and 3x. See, I know 9x is 90 or x is equal to 10. How much water will be there? 3x or 30. Or the ratio between these two has to be 9:3. So, if this is 90, this has to be 30. Next, look at R. Now, if you look at R, next what is given? If the volume of wine in can R is 40 liters more than the volume of wine in can Q. So, how much wine is there in can R? It is 40 liters more than can Q, right? Can Q has 90, so 90 plus 40, that is 130 liters is there in can R. So, how much water is there? 70 liters has to be there, correct? Because that is in the ratio 13:7. So, if this is 130, this has to be 70. See, this is the key to solve these questions, okay? If you are going to attempt this question, this is the only calculations that you should be doing. Whatever I said, no, verbally, that is to make you understand. 9:5, oh sorry, 9:5. So, what is here? 90, yeah, this should be 50, no, sorry, 90, 50, okay, 90, 50. Now it's correct? Okay. So, yeah, it's 9:5. Sorry, I actually accidentally wrote it as 3. 9:5. Next one will be 130 and 70. So, if you are only able to write this down like this, calculations become easier. Do not actually write it as 7x is equal to 140, x is equal to 140. All this you should not do. If you are able to write it like this, then only solve such questions in the examination. Otherwise, it's actually time consuming. Now, if you add this 140 plus 90 plus 130, you will get 360. Add this, you will get 180. So, the ratio that you are looking at is 360 is to 180, that is equal to 2:1. Yes, it's an easy one but a lengthy question. Very correctly said Lakshman. Yes. Answer is option D. See, and when we will not even have the like a right sense to read these questions. Actually, the question is very, very easy. Option is D. Hope it is clear. Ashok also got the answer correctly now. Good. Next one. The total volume of wine in can R, S and T is 174 liters and the volume of wine in can R is 30 liters more than the volume of wine, 30 liters more than the volume of water in can R. If the difference between the volume of water and that of wine in can T is 10 liters, then what is the ratio of the total volume of wine in can R, S and T together to the total volume of water in can R, S and T together? Lakshman, it should not come because I also took the last week AIM. I got all the 5 sections. So if that has happened for you, please write to the support team. There has to be some issue with your account. Otherwise, all the sections were available. Or was it the case for everybody? Did everybody face the same issue? So only 2 of you have now told me. Selvi says the same. Lakshman also says. What about others? If all of you had, then I will check because I could take the test. I did not have an issue. Selvi and Lakshman, you write to the support team. They'll definitely, if there is any issue, they'll sort it out for you. So the next question is there on your screen. Same issue. Okay, a lot of you had this issue. I'll then get it checked. In the last live session. Okay, then if there was some issue common for everybody, I will check it because might be I have a faculty account. I did not face any issue. I will definitely put this word to the team. Okay, now currently the paper without the TR is enabled. In that at least you should be able to attempt all the sections. There was some issue, now it is resolved. Okay. So yeah, see Priya has okay. Neeraj says he found all the section. Again, I also found all the section. So okay. Anyway, this week I will again once and put a word with the technical team so that this week that issue doesn't happen. Right? There shouldn't be an issue this week. So, next question. Try this one. The total volume of wine in can R, S and T is 174 liters. Okay, totally 174. This is the actually question in the full section of this particular set, which is a bit calculative. That is, takes more time to calculate because a lot of information is given. It is given here that difference between the volume of water and that of wine in can T is 10 liters. See how much can T, okay, how much wine is there? 11, let us take it as 11 T amount of wine is there, and how much water is there? 9 T is there. Now this difference is given as 10 liters, or I can say 2 T is equal to 10 or T is equal to 5. So how much wine is there in can T? See, when I solve this, I get T is equal to 5. So how much wine is there in can T? 11 5s are 55. How much water is there in can T? 45, right? That is nothing but 9 5s are 45. Now, next what is given? Can R, the volume of wine in can R is 30 liters more than the volume of water in can R. So here if you look at can R, okay, now if you look at can R, how much wine and how much water is there? See 13, 7, right? So if I take it as 13R and 7R, so it is given that 13R minus 7R is equal to 30, or I can say 6R is equal to 30 or R is equal to 5. So how much wine is there? 13 into 5, that is 65 liters of wine is there. How much water is there? Water is nothing but 7 into 5, that is 35 liters. Now we are left with the can S. So totally they have given, when you look at wine, totally there is 174 liters of wine. So out of this 174 liters of wine, 55 liters of wine is here, 65 liters of wine is here, right? So what is the remaining wine that is there in S? It is nothing but this 174 minus 55 plus 65. 55 plus 65 is 120, or I can say there is 54 liters of wine in can S. Similarly, how much water is there in can S? See, you know, when you look at can S, okay, wine and water are in the ratio 3:2. So if I say, let us say if I take it as 3S, right, 3S is equal to 54, I can say what is S? S is equal to 18. So how much water will be there? 18 into 2, or 36 liters of water will be there. Yeah, correct answer should be here, it should be 4. Yes, that's a typo error. Okay, so 36 liters of water should be there. Now what is asked? Total volume of water is to wine, that's all. So here you have to do 55 plus 65 plus 54. And that is already given as 174, correct? Total wine present is 174. How much water is there? 45 plus 35 plus 36, that is 116. So the answer that you are looking for is 174 is to, no, there is no typo error here, yeah. See, it is 173 only. The correct answer here is option E, that is 3:2. Somebody in between told me it's a typo error. No, that was not the correct answer. You have an option here, no, which says 3:2. Yeah, correct, that's the answer. That was given intentionally as 173. Since I know the answer is 174, I also thought, okay, might be that was it. No, there is an option 3:2. This is nothing but 3:2. Yes, correct answer is option E. (58) into 3 is 174. 58 into 2 is 116. Yes, 3:2. Sonju, see, don't worry, if you miss out some questions in the session, the archive will always be put up in the portal later. You can refer back to these questions how many ever times that you want. Okay. Is this live session for study plan or for doubt clarification? Manshit, I think I am new to this, you are new to this session. These are questions which are been asked in the last week examination. So these are to help you with your preparation. Okay, we will be taking little challenging questions in the last week exams and solving it here. You will have a separate doubts clarification session. Let me explain whatever is given here in this question. A lot of you are asking me to explain it. See, the total volume, okay, of wine in all these 3 cans put together is 174 liters. I have written, I know that. Now, they are saying that if the difference between 174 liters and the volume of wine in can R is 30 liters more than volume of water in can R. So if you look at can R, if I say that 13:7, right, that is the ratio. So if I am assuming that there is 13 R liters of wine, generally we take X and Y. Since we are having cans here, I am taking R here, that's all. Don't think what this R is. See, it is nothing but I am saying that there is 13x liters of wine and 7x liters of water in the can R. Instead of X, I have taken R, that's all. Okay, this difference is 30. So 13 minus 7, you know, is 6. So 6R is 30, or I say R is equal to 5. Okay, so I did not write it each and every step because that is not actually required. You should be able to do these things in your mind. Now, how much wine is there? So 13 into 5, 65, and how much water is there? 7 into 5, 35 liters. That is the case of can R. Similarly, when it comes to can T, what have they said? The difference between volume of water and wine is 10 liters. So here 9:5, correct? T T means 11 is to 9. So 11 is to 9 means here 11T minus 9T, that is equal to 10, or I can say 2T is equal to 10 or T is equal to 5. So if T is 5, how much wine is there? 11T. 11 into 5, 55, how much water is there? 45. Now when you come to can S, see already they have given put together R, S and T, there is 174 liters, and I know how much wine is there in T and how much wine is there in R. So how much wine will be there in S? 174 minus sum of these two, 54 liters. And now again I know the ratio between wine to water in can S is 3:2, or that is again 3x is 54 means x is 18. So 2 into 18, that will be the amount of water that is present in can S, or that is 36 liters. Just find the ratio now. Here you know this 174 is already given in the question, total wine present in all the 3 cans. So you just have to add water present in all the 3 cans, that is 116. Mark the answer. Okay? Yes. Let's look at the next question. The difference between the volume of wine and the volume of water in can P is 10 liters more than the volume of water in can P. If x liters of the solution of can P is replaced with x liters of water, and this process is repeated 2 more times, and the volume of the wine in the solution becomes 51.03 liters, then what is the value of x? Anand says, can I take ratio of wine given 1 is to, no Anand, we cannot do that, no, because we don't know how many liters. See, total wine, yes, 174, that you can take, but other than that, how can you, to find the ratio, I don't understand, how can you take? You will have to find water, how much water is there in each can. Without that, we cannot do. So if the question was like all the cans have the same amount of liquid present, then might be we can compare the ratios, but otherwise we cannot. So give me the answer for this one. Yeah, what is the formula? Shilpi, I am not going to be there in the examination to help you, right? To know the formula. Okay, now I will teach you, I will tell you the formula, but remember these formulas, okay? So the formula that you will have to use here is the removal and replacement formula, and the formula is this. See, if I have a solution, okay, A liters of some particular liquid, let us say milk, okay? If I have A liters of milk in a vessel, and from this I am removing B liters of milk and replacing it with water, replacing it with another liquid basically. So the actual liquid that was present was A liters, and from this I am removing and replacing B liters, okay? Removing B liters, replacing it with B liters of another liquid, and this process is being done for n times, means the amount of liquid, right, actual liquid that was there in the beginning that will be present after this n iterations is given by this formula. Okay, so this is the formula that you will have to use. Remember it. Unless you memorize it, it will not come to you in the examination. So here, what is given here? The difference between the volume of wine and the volume of water in can P is 10 liters more than the volume of water in can P. Okay. So, see, there is basically a statement is given. So based on this statement, you have to find out how much water and how much wine is there in can P. See, ratio between wine is to water in can P is 7:3. So I can say there is 7x liters of wine and 3x liters of water. Okay, so if that is the case, the difference between the volume of wine and water that is present in the can P is 10 liters more than the volume of water present in can P, right? So this is what they have given. 7x minus 3x is equal to 3x plus 10, or 4x minus 3x, or I can say x is equal to 10. So how much wine and how much water is there? Wine is 7x, that is 70 liters of wine is there. How much water is there? 30 liters of water is there. Okay, so now what is given here? You have x liters of solution of can P is replaced with x liters of water, and this process is being replaced. So again, I don't know, I can say that I earlier had 70 liters of wine. In this I am replacing x liter of wine and replacing that with x liters of water. And when I am doing this, right, so totally A into 1 second. What is the answer that all of you are getting? 25 liters, is it? Some of you say it is D, some of you say it is E. Ellen Tamilan says the answer is A. Yes, I think the answer is A. Then why are a lot of you giving me the answer as E? Yes, near to 10. So here you will have, actually you have 70 liters and x liters is being replaced. Totally there was 100 liters, right? X out of 100 is being replaced. That's what is being done, and this is being done for n times. So n times is how many times here? It is being done for 30 times, okay? 30 times, I mean 3 times, sorry, not 30, 3 times. Because if you see here, x liters of the solution of can P is replaced with x liters of water, and this process is repeated 2 more times. So totally it is being done for 3 times. Okay, now see, when you look at this formula, right, this formula that we learn is when there is pure milk. Okay, just remember that this formula we use it when there is pure milk. So pure milk, A liters was there, out of which you are replacing B liters of pure milk and replacing water there. Here in this question you have 100 liters of total solution, right? Out of this 100 liters, I am removing x liters, okay, and I am replacing x liters. How much milk was, I mean, how much wine was there earlier? 70 liters was there. So that's why I have taken x by 100 here. Okay, I hope it is clear. So if you do this, the answer that you are getting is given as 51.03. So what should you do? You have to find out the value of x. See here, actually you will correctly get the answer as 10. I'll show you. Let me remove the space here. Yeah. So here what is given? 70, 70, let's have, okay, 70, we'll take it to the other side. You have 100 minus x, the whole cube, that is equal to 5103. See, this is 100 cube, right? If this is just like writing 100 cube here, okay? So I am taking it to the other side. So what will I get? 5103 followed by 4 zeros, because 2 zeros I am using to remove this point here, divided by 70. Again, if you see, I can divide 5103 by 7 correctly as 729. So I get 100 minus x, the whole cube, that is equal to 729 followed by 3 zeros, or that is nothing but 90 cube. So what is x? X is equal to 10. You should be able to get the answer correctly here. Okay, that is option A. See, that's what I explained, the earlier formula that I wrote, no, A into 1 minus B by A whole to the power n. This formula, when do we use it? We use it when there is a container has full and full of, what is that, full and full of milk, okay? Out of that I am removing. Now the solution that I have already has milk and, I mean, water and wine, right? We already have a mixture, yes. Yeah. So I'll explain it once again. See what is given here, 7:3. That is the ratio in which wine and wine and water is there. So 7:3 means 7x and 3x, right? So I found that, I hope this was clear. It is already this equation we formed, right? They have given the difference between the volume of wine and the volume of water in a can P is 10 liters more than volume of water in can P. So I wrote 7x minus 3x is equal to 3x plus 10. I found x is equal to 10, and I found out there is 70 liters of wine and 30 liters of water. Okay, now once you get this, then what is given here, they are saying that you are replacing x liters of the solution. Okay, out of this x liters, see, out of this x liters, what is happening is 0.7x liters is going to be, when I remove x liters, right, 0.7x will be wine that will go, and I will also have 0.3x of water that will go. I am replacing this with x liters of water, right? That is the process that I am doing. So I take it as here that is totally out of 100 liters I am removing x liters, out of which 70 liters is, out of the total 100 liters 70 liters is wine. So after this 3 iterations, 70 into 1 minus x by 100 the whole cube is equal to 51.03. That is the final amount of milk that I have, that is wine that I have in the solution. You solve for it, you will get x is equal to 10. Hope it is clear now. So let's look at the next question. Yes. Next question is there on your screen. Again, part of the same set. Try out this one and give me the So what are they asking in this question? The difference between the volume of wine and the volume of water in can Q is 28 liters. Okay, can Q is 28 liters. Okay, so I have 9 here, 5 here, right? If I say it is 9x and 5x, okay, that is the wine and water that is present in can Q, I get 9x minus 5x is 28, or I say 4x is 28, or x is equal to 7. Now, how much wine is there? So, wine 7 into 9, that is 63 liters is wine. How much water is there? I have 5 into 7, that is 35 liters is water. So, that you have got. Now, how much more water is to be added to the mixture so that the ratio of wine is to water becomes 7:11. So I already have 63 liters of wine, I have 35 liters of water. To this mixture, to this I am adding x liters of water. The resultant ratio that I want is 7:11. Solve for this, you will get x is equal to 64. Correct answer is option C. Yes? Okay. So let's look at the next question. Next question is there on your screen. So this question was part of the daily test. So all those of you who have taken the daily test should be able to know how to solve it. Try out this one. Shubham has given me the answer for this as option C. How do you solve this? A father left a will of rupees 68,000 to be divided between his two sons aged 10 years and 12 years such that they may get equal amount which each attains when each attains age of 18 years. If the money is reckoned at 10% per annum, find how much each gets at the time of his will. So to solve this question, if you understand the question, it is very easy to solve. See what is given. The father is totally leaving 68,000 rupees for both his sons. So one son is aged 10 years and the other son is aged 12 years. So the first son, right, in how many years will he become 18 years? In 8 years he will become 18 years old. The second son, in how many years will he become 18 years old? In 6 years, right, he was going to become 18 years old. So I am assuming that he is giving X rupees to his first son, and how much money is he giving to his second son? 68,000 minus X. Now this is basically put in the bank, okay, and when at 10% per annum, and when both of the children, right, when they respectively become 18 years, okay, they will get the same amount. So what does that mean? The interest that both of these calculate, that is basically both these amounts, right, get 10% interest, okay, both these amounts get 10% interest, and at the end this will become to certain amount that will be equal to the amount that the second one becomes. So that's what you have to equate here. Now what is the interest that you will get here on the first amount, that is X rupees at 8% of interest for 10 years, that is nothing but X into 8 into 10 by 100. This is the interest that you will get in the first amount, or this is the interest, right? Now what is the total amount that you will get at the end of 8 years for the first son? He will get the principal plus the interest, correct? Or I can say he will get X into 1 plus 80 by 100, correct? This is the amount that he will get at the end of 8 years, right? X into 1 plus 80 by 100. Now what is the amount that the second person will get at the end of 6 years? He is going to invest it only for 6 years, because in 6 years he is going to turn 18, right? So for this 68,000 minus X rupees, it is invested for 6 years at a rate of 10% per annum interest. So the amount that he will get finally is nothing but 68,000 minus X, right, plus 68,000 minus X into 6 into 10 by 100, right? Or again, you didn't write it in so many steps, I am writing it so that it's clear to you, okay? What will he get? He will get 68,000 minus X into 1 plus 60 by 100. So what is given in the question is that these two are the same. So if these two are the same, you have to just equate these two, that is x into 1 plus 80 by 100, that is 180 by 100, okay, 180 x by 100, that is equal to, equate this, okay, this is equal to this, directly you can equate it like this, and you have to find out the value of x. So okay, I calculate, so this is the concept that is involved. You can also look at the options and arrive at the answer, right? That would also be a faster way to solve this question. See what is Vidya saying? Vidya says 20% interest for 32,000 is, yeah, that's by checking with options. So you can check that with options also. That will be a faster way to solve. So when you actually solve it, you will get x as 32,000 and 68,000 minus x as 36,000. So the correct answer here will be option C. So if you check it this way, no, see what you can do is, I have 32,000 rupees, right? 32,000 rupees, it is there in the bank for 8 years. At what rate of interest? 10%. So what will be the, what will it account to? Check that. Similarly, check for 36,000 for 6 years at 10%. Neeraj, see what they are trying to say in this question is that a father is giving two sums for two children. He is giving x rupees for one child and 68,000 minus x rupees for another child when he is dying. Now this money is invested in the bank, and when both the sons turn 18, they will get this money back. What they are saying in the question is that when both the sons turn 18, the money that they get respectively is the same. So what does that mean? See, for the first son, it is going to take 8 years for him to turn 18. So this x rupees is invested for 8 years at an interest of 10%. Okay. For the second son, he will turn 18 in 6 years. So the 68,000 minus x rupees which was given to him is invested for 6 years at a rate of 10%. Now the amount that the first son gets is so much. The amount that the second son gets is so much. You equate these two, they have to be the same. Okay, so that is what they have given. Now if you equate this, you will actually get 32 and 36,000. Now if you are checking with options, how will you do it? See, the first son I am assuming is getting 32,000. So what will happen? This 32,000 he will be investing it for how many years? He is investing it for 6 years, correct? How much get at the time of, okay, this is 6 years, it is invested for at a period of, for 10%. Okay, so this will account to what? 32 into 60 by 100 or 60% of 32,000. How much does that account to? So what will be the final amount that he gets? Calculate that. Similarly, here 36,000 rupees is given to the second son. So that is invested for how many years? Sorry, this is 8 years, no? This is 8 years. Here this is invested for 6 years. So 6 years at 10% per annum. What is the interest that he will get? Equate that. Yes, see, Naveen has done that. 32,000 plus 25,600. So finally the first at the end, okay, the first child will also get 57,600 rupees. Second child will also get so much. Is it clear? See, this how much will he get? Solve for this, that's all. This will get 25,000, sorry. 25,600, right? That is the interest that he gets. So what is the final amount that the first son will get? He will get 32,000 plus 25,600, correct? Now what will the second son get? He will get 36 into 6. That is 216, right? 21600. So what will be the final amount that he gets? He will get 36,000 plus 21600. Now these two are the same. So that's why this option is correct. Okay? Hope it is clear. That's how you do it when you check with options. You can put different, check with all the options. This would be the correct one. Yes. Because this is very calculative, no? This method would be easier to do. Okay. Got it? Good. Let's look at the next question. Yes. Going through options is definitely easy for the previous question, because otherwise if you do that 68,000 minus x term is there, no, lot of calculations will be there. Shiva, I first explained the other method only clearly to you. That is the normal method that you should use, but in the examination with the time that we have, we cannot use that method. So try out this question and give me the answer. This was also part of the daily test. So a lot of you are giving me the correct answer as option C. Now what is given here? In what time will the leak empty the full vessel? So there is a leak, we have to find out in what time it empties the full vessel. First statement says a pipe can fill the vessel in 16 hours. Okay, so that is talking about the filling pipe. Next statement says using statement 1 alone we cannot say anything, or the statement A alone cannot be used. Let us look at the next statement. It takes 24 hours to fill the vessel due to a leak in the bottom. So when the pipe is filling and the leak is also there, totally it is taking 24 hours. So actually if you use these two statements, no, see, you can find out the time taken by the leak to empty the tank. Correct? See, how is that? A pipe can fill the tank in 16 hours, or in 1 hour the pipe is doing 1/16 of the work. It takes 24 hours to fill the vessel due to a leak in the bottom. So this pipe is also opened now, okay, and there is an leak which is emptying 1/x of the tank every hour. So put together the whole tank is being filled in 24 hours, or in 1 hour this is the total work done, right? You will be able to arrive at this equation and you will be able to find out the value of x, right? So if you find out the value of x, you will know in what time the leak can empty the full vessel. So you need not solve here, that is the important thing. Do not solve such questions, just look at the information that is given and say which is the answer, that's all. So here the answer will be, answer is C, both A and B. I just wrote it here to explain it to you. Now the capacity of the vessel is 840 liters. Using that you cannot say what is the time taken by the leak to empty, right? Again, using A and C you cannot find anything, right? Here it is given about the pipe and here it is given the capacity of the vessel. Using those two you cannot conclude anything. If you take B and C together, okay, what is given here? It takes 24 hours to fill the vessel due to a leak. So we don't know how long the pipe takes to fill alone. We don't know how long the leak takes to empty alone, and just by giving the capacity of the vessel is 840 liters, you cannot solve. So only if you consider the statement 1 and 2 you will be able to arrive at an answer. Okay, a pipe can fill the vessel in 16 hours. So in 1 hour the pipe does so much work, in 1 hour the emptying pipe does so much work. So put together 1/6 minus 1/x is equal to 1/24. Correct answer here will be option C. Okay, both A and B are required to arrive at the answer. Remember, whenever question on data sufficiency comes, please do not waste time solving all this. I am just explaining it to you, so I have written down this. You don't even have to write this equation. If you know in your mind that yes, I can form such an equation and find the answer, mark that as your answer and go to the next question. Calculations are not required, right? Next question. Yes. So a lot of you are giving me the answer as D. Some of you say it is D, some of you say it is E. So what is given here? The hypotenuse of the length of the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters. What is the area of the given right angle triangle? Okay, that is already given. So right angle triangle means it is going to be like this. So here this is 90 degrees, this is going to be 13. Now perimeter of the triangle is 8 times its base. Okay, one of the angles of the triangle is 60 degrees. So third statement says one of the angles of the triangle is 60 degrees. So actually using these two statements alone you will be able to get the answer. How is that? See, what is sine 60? Sine 60 is nothing but this is the height. Okay, if this is a right angle triangle, I can say this is the height and this is the base. I need to find the area of the triangle. What is the area of a triangle like this? It is nothing but half into base into height. Okay, now here it is given that one angle is 60 degree means what is sine 60? Sine 60 is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse or h by 13. Now what is cos 60? Cos 60 is equal to adjacent side by the hypotenuse or b by 13. Now you know what is sine 60 and cos 60. Using this you can find out the value of b and h respectively. Once you have found out the value of b and h, you can find out the area which is equal to half into base into height. So if I have actually statement 1 and 3, okay, I will be able to arrive at the answer for the question. So the correct answer here will be option E, both A and C. Okay, both A and C are required to arrive at the answer. Option E, sorry, it's E. Option E, both A and C are required. Hope it is clear. You need not calculate all this. If you know the concept itself, you will be able to say, right? It is given 60 degree here. I can find out what is sine 60 and cos 60. I can find h and b. In turn, I can find the area. So this becomes redundant here. Yes. Next one. Okay, try out this question. See, this question was part of the daily test. I think there was one small information bent into a from a circular wire of radius 1 meter, an arc subtending 30 degree at the center is cut out and bent into a, it should not be circular, it should either be a circle, right? Then only it is more clear. Yeah, a circular looks like it is incomplete. This is how it is given in the test, but I feel it should be circle there. Anand, how else will you find out the sine and cos? I have taken because I have to see, this is a right angle triangle that is given here. So I have to find out this B and H to be able to find out the area. The only way in which I can do is if I am given an angle, I can find that out. Yes, that's why it's taken that way. So try this out and give me the answer. Remember formulas of sine and cos, Anand, it is very basic. We have to actually be remembering all these from our like 10th standard, right? We do what is sine 0, sine 30, 60, 45, 90. So these basic angles you just have to by heart. Yeah, but for bank, if you are preparing for bank, trigonometry you need not focus on. But if you are preparing for SSC, definitely you will have to focus on these. See, there are these tables that are available, you know, the value, the check if you are like in your trigonometry topic itself, I think the angles are given. Otherwise, even if you just Google it up, you will get the what each angle, sine 30, sine 60, what are the values of each. Value of sine varies from 0 to 1, cos will vary from 1 to 0. So you can think of it, I mean, you can memorize it that way. Okay, here from a circular wire of radius 1 meter, an arc subtending 30 degree at the center is cut out and bent into a circle. Then the radius of the circle is dash. So what is happening here? There is a circular wire of radius 1 meter. Okay, there is a circular wire of radius 1 meter. Out of this an arc, right? Arc is something like this. This is an arc. Yes. So what are they saying? See, there is a circle and I am cutting out an arc. Means I am cutting out this region, okay, is cut out. So subtending an angle of 30 degree at center means this angle that is subtended by this arc, okay. Basically I am taking this arc from this circle, that's all. I am taking it out, okay, it's a wire, right. So I am cutting out this portion, like this I am cutting it out and I am taking that out. Now when I take that out and I make a circle out of this, see, out of the small length that I have cut out, I am making a small circle. I have to find out the length of this circle, okay. Now I have to find the radius of this circle. So how do you solve this? See, you have a full circle. Out of this full circle, I am cutting out a small arc whose angle is 30 degree. See, what is the circumference of this full circle? What is circumference? Circumference is nothing but actually the length, correct? Circumference of this full circle is nothing but 2 pi r. Here it is given, this radius is given as 1 meter. What is 1 meter? 1 meter is nothing but 100 centimeters. See, you have to take everything in terms of centimeters because in the question also everything is in terms of centimeters. So what is the circumference of this full circle? It is nothing but 2 into 22 by 7 into 100. Correct? So this is going to be the circumference of the full circle, or what is this is equal to? This is equal to 4400 divided by 7 centimeter. Now out of this full length, right, I am cutting out a small portion. So how do I find out the length of this portion? See, this full circle represents 360 degree. So this full length, right, this 4400 divided by 7 represents 360 degrees. So 30 degrees represents how much length? That's all you have to find out. So 30 degrees represents how much length? That is nothing but 4400 divided by 7 into 30 by 360. Right? See, this full circle is 360 degrees. So this full length, that is the 360 degrees, full is 4470 by 7 centimeters. So 30 degrees out of that will represent how much length? That is nothing but so much. Or this is equal to, you can again cancel it out. You will get 12, that is 4 into 3 here. So you will have 1100 by 21. So this length, okay, is 1100 by 21. So this is what I am using to make a circle here, right? So the circumference of this circle is what? Nothing but this 1100 by 21, because what is circumference? Circumference is nothing but the length, right? So this length, right, of this new circle that I am making is also 1100 by 21. So if the radius of the new circle, if I take it as R1, this is equal to 1100 by 21. From this find out what is R1. R1 is equal to 1100 by 21. That's all. Solve for this. What do you get? You get R1, that is equal to 25 by 3 or 81 by 3 centimeters. Do you get that? So you will get 100 by 12, correct? 100 by 12, that is equal to 25 by 3 or 81 by 3 centimeters. I'll explain it once again. See, actually the question is very, very easy. If you understand it clearly, solving it is easy. See, what is given here? There is a circular wire of radius 1 meter. Okay, radius 1 meter means 100 centimeter. And there is a small arc, there is a small portion of this wire I am cutting out to make a new circle. Now, what is the portion that I am cutting out? That is the portion which accounts to 30 degree of this big circle. See, the full circle is 360 degree and that accounts to this length. So 30 degree of the circle will account to how much length? So much length. So the length of the arc that I have taken out, or the piece of the circle that I have taken out, is 1100 divided by 21. So what is the circumference of the circle formed using this length? That is nothing but 2 pi r1, correct? Or the new radius, I am taking this as r1. That is equal to 1100 by 21, or r1 is equal to 81 by 3 centimeters. That is option A. Yes? Great. Okay, so I think that is it for the questions for today. See, before we close the session, let me just get back to one question where a lot of you had doubts, right? You wanted to know how I arrived at this formula. I think when I look back at your comments, I feel a lot of you are asking me, how do I get this? Okay, so I will explain just this formula, how I get it once again, so that it is clear to you. See, when it comes to questions on removal and replacement, yeah, meter, centimeter, misunderstood. I think that question is clear. So let me just explain this once to all of you before we close this session. So here what you have to remember is that, see, when it comes to mixtures, removal and replacement, there are two types of formulas that you have to keep in mind. The first is the case wherein there is a pure liquid, okay, there is a pure liquid A in a container, okay. Out of this pure liquid A, I am taking out B liters of a liquid, B liters of this liquid, and replacing it with some other liquid. So if I keep doing that for n times, the actual amount of pure liquid that will be present after this n operations is given by A into 1 minus B by A whole to the power n. So this is one formula that we know. Now in this question, that is not the case, right? There are two liquids, okay. There are two liquids. One was, let us say there are two liquids A and B, okay, in a mixture. Now out of this mixture, I am taking out some quantity of the mixture, right? Let us say I am taking out R units of the mixture from this A and B, okay, in a liquid. That is, let us say I have a mixture, totally I have Q units, okay, of this mixture, out of which I have A units of type A and B units of type B, and out of this I am removing R units and I am replacing it with type B. When I keep doing this for n number of times, I can say that the quantity of A left, okay, the quantity of A left in the mixture is equal to the quantity of A originally present, okay, originally present into 1 minus R by Q whole to the power n. So this is the formula that I had used there, because since I did not explain it explicitly, I think in between some of you had asked me that, so that is why I am re-explaining it again. See, the concept is this: if I have Q units of a mixture in which I have A units of ingredient of type 1 and B units of ingredients of type 2, and out of this I am removing R units of this mixture and replacing it with R units of type B, and I keep doing this for n number of times, then the quantity of type A left in the mixture is equal to quantity of type A present originally into 1 minus R by Q whole to the power n. So here in this particular question, we had 70 liters of wine and 30 liters of water, right? So what did we do? So quantity of A left is equal to quantity of A originally, that is 70 into 1 minus, I am removing and replacing x liters, correct? Totally how many was there? 100 whole to the power 3. This is how I took this equation. For those of you it is not clear, I felt let me explain it once again so that this formula is also clear to you, okay? Yes. So let us get back now. Last question in between, some of you asked me a doubt. So I did not want all of you to leave before I explained that. That's why I explained that in between. Yes, what is the doubt? Shubham is asking, why do you not add 2R in the circumference? Where 2R is this, right, Shubham? See, Shubham, what you have to remember here is that it is a circular wire, and what have they said? Circular wire, I am cutting out only this portion. Right? It is not a circle where you are, like it's not a paper, right, where you are cutting out that arc. I am just cutting out a part of a wire. So I am just cutting out this length. So I just need to find out this length. That's why I am not adding 2R. Yes? Second is also circle. First one. Now, hope that is clear, Shubham. Circumference means, yes. So here it is, Shubham, it is a wire. That is why we are choosing only a certain length. Okay. Yeah. Anand, I did not understand your question. Second circle is also first one, ma'am. What does that mean? IST means? Yeah. Like Neeraj says, it's not a pizza. You should say it's a bangle. Okay, got it? Yeah, good. So that is it. Okay, that is it from us for now. So I think the questions that we solved today was clear to all of you, and I hope the formula that I did there in that question was also clear. Yeah, it will happen in 3D, correct. So any more doubts in any of the questions that we did today? Any question that you did not understand? I hope these were that was the only question where we had, some of you had doubts in between. I missed your chat then, so that's why I just got back to the chat and I saw so many comments, so I thought let me explain it to you once again. I think in between Lakshman also said, ma'am, please try to write it in terms of A and B. So that is the formula that I have used there. Yes, clear? Good. So that is it from us for now. So do take up the exams that we are giving to you. Do practice lots and lots of questions. See, for all the for the upcoming examinations, you have enough and more time to prepare. If it is SBI PO or SBI clerks, so make use of the given time well. Yes, practice makes us perfect, and I'm sure you will be, when it comes to quantitative aptitude, calculation is the most important thing. So as you practice more, your calculation speed will definitely improve. You can see that change. Okay, so that is it from us now. All the very best with your preparations. I'll see you in the next session, and this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Banashri, please write that. Like I said, some of them had that issue last week about this reasoning section only appearing in the AIM. So it was appearing fine for a lot of us. So this time that will not happen. I have notified the technical team regarding the same. The issue should not happen. Okay. I think you are not well. No, I am most of the time down with a cold, Neeraj. So that's why my sound is a bit different. Otherwise, I am okay. Okay. Great. So I'll see you in the next session, and take care. Bye.